Xianping, China. Xianping to serve, love all, play.
And so Xianping serves first in this ladies' singles final of the 1986 All England Championships. An All England final represented by a girl from South Korea, Kim Yoon-ja, and a very successful player from China, Xianping. Just out.
2 love.
So first 2 points go with the opening server, Xianping of China. But this time misjudging it, and the shuttlecock drops in, the service changes over.
And she left that
Kim
one
Yoon-ja
trying to go round the head. The Chinese girl playing very few backhands.
and it's in.
1, 2.
What a delicate shot.
That is a nice piece of work at the net, very deceptive, letting the shuttlecock drop before cross-courting and really quite deceiving the opponent.
This time an excellent return from Xianping. Just catches Kim Yoon-ja a little bit flat-footed. Service goes over. Xianping serving from the even court. And again it drops in.
Some good early judgment of length by Kim Yoon-ja. And this event likely to be a war of attrition. Both players seem to be content to let the rallies extend.
And Kim Yoon-ja's judgment proves rather more accurate than her Chinese opponent.
2.
So she goes into the lead, and 3-2 in the first game.
Trying a little too hard on the net shot, cutting the base of the shuttlecock and spinning it so to make it difficult to return, but just finding the top of the tape.
Service over. 2.
This time Xianping's judgment proves correct. She now serves 2-4 down, first game.
Great control of the rally by Xianping, really moving her opponent round the 4 corners of the court.
Oh, and absolutely caught us motionless there. And an excellent rally, the best so far. Neither girl showing any particular nerves, and already showing tremendous amount of skill. 3-4, Xianping of China serving.
Great tumble net shot there. Again spinning the shuttlecock and making it impossible to return.
3.
Both girls so close to each other there that something had to give.
Service over. 3.
There's the Chinese girl very fast onto that shuttlecock. She took it early before the spin had really taken its true effect.
Service over. 4-3.
Just over the line.
And the movement in this ladies singles very much from the baseline and then into the net. and quite often selling the dummy, pretending to play the net shot and flicking it to the back of the court.
Service over. 3-5.
Oh, it was a great smash from Kim Yoon-ja, and Champing's backhand not quite strong enough to get that one back.
That's certainly her weakest department, but she covers it so well. Her footwork's fast and rarely plays a backhand. Certainly, if the shuttle's high, she'll go round the head.
6-3.
Yes, well left.
Service over. 3-6.
So the service goes back to Xian Ping. She's 3-6 down in the first game. Now has a chance to increase her score. Oh, complete miss hit there from Kim Yoon-ja.
Yes, just anticipated a bit too quickly at the net, and she pushed it to the back of the court, penetrated the forehand of Kim Yoon-ja before she could really get into position.
And a bit cross with herself for that. Oh, just over the line.
Service over. 6-4. Service over.
Again, that one was out.
4-6.
Sidelines in singles, just as in tennis, are out.
It's a nice try. Those cross-court net shots are very effective, but difficult to execute. The ladies' singles game these days played at this faster pace than in previous years. Not so many slow drops or high clears. But on that occasion, the slow drop from Yoon-ja did create the error from the net.
Yes, just outweighed.
Service over. 4-7.
So the service goes back to the Chinese girl, Xian Ping. 4-7 down in this first game.
Service over. 7-4.
Oh, oh, that really was a lethal shot from Xian Ping.
Service over. 4-7.
Well, well, well.
5-7.
I think if this had been a tennis court, we'd have had hysterics for about 10 minutes there. However, don't see anything from badminton players. And it goes into the net.
Yoon-ja putting a lot of pressure on her Chinese opponent throughout that rally. Played a good push off the net halfway through the rally and really kept pressure on Xian Ping at the base of the court.
So Kim Yoon-ja, South Korea, 7-5 up in this first game.
8-5.
And of course, with the ladies singles game going to a best of 11 points, she's fairly close to victory.
Oh, what a great shot from the Chinese girl there.
Service over. 5-8.
Well, the Korean girl under some pressure at the back of the court with very well judged pushes from the net from Xian Ping. and eventually tried the cross court but failed to win the point.
And that's out.
Superb movement from the Korean girl in that rally. She really did well to get back the return to the net and survived that to then go on and win the rally. So it's really just errors from the Chinese girl that's giving the Korean the lead. The rallies are fairly even, and perhaps the greatest talent both players have is their movement around court, which is very graceful and very efficient, something that the European girls find very difficult to emulate.
Jian Ping does have a bandage just below her knee. You haven't heard there's any particular damage.
A lot of the Chinese players wear bandages, even although they don't have injuries. I think it's due to their strenuous training program. They do a lot of weight training and a lot of squats, and they feel that it's protection rather than for a particular injury.
It's not psychological warfare, right?
It could well be. Certainly they don't appear to have injuries there.
So, Kim Yoon-ja of South Korea serving 9-6 up in this first game. Oh, and that was a very fast exchange between the two girls, and Kim Yoon-ja it was who made the opening and passed her opponent.
10, game point 6.
The moves now to game point at 10-6. And there it is, she's won it. Kim Yoon-ja of South Korea has taken the first game in this ladies singles final by 11 points to 6.
Won by Kim Yoon-ja, 11-6.
Yes, it was a really good performance by Kim Yoon-ja. She made less mistakes than her opponent and really probably injected more pace into the rallies. But surprising to see Jian Ping make those errors and not really looking too comfortable at all.
Second game.
And so Jian Ping from Shaanxi in China, number 2 seed for this tournament.
Second game.
Was expected to be playing Kirsten Larsen. Of course, she didn't make it to the final. The South Korean girl Kim Yoon-ja did, and has just taken the first game 11-6 and is serving now at the start of the second.
Service over. Love all.
Drops her first point, so the serve changes to the Chinese girl, who can now, of course, open up her scoring as she's serving. But she's not going to there. She's put the shuttlecock into the net, so she loses the point. And the service changes over to the South Korean girl, Kim Yoon-ja. Score level. Oh, that was a delicate shot from Jian Ping.
A very well executed drop. She really hit that shuttle very finely to just skim the top of the tape. And interesting to see whether she changes tactics here in this second game.
Good shot there from Kim Yoon-ja, and
Service over. Love all.
just shaking her leg a little as though she feels that maybe there's a little muscle tightening up. Well under the net.
A very good net play from the Korean girl.
One. Love.
Really took the shuttlecock very early, just as it was crossing the net, and played a very tight return from it.
But that one's out.
Service over. Love 1.
And that's out.
Service over. 1 love.
Kim Yun-ja just indicates to her Chinese opponent that shuttlecock has some ruffled feathers, so they get another new one. And Kim Yun-jun is leading. 1 love. And by 11-6, taking the first game. Oh, a great smash.
Yes, she got the easy lift. She missed the first opportunity to smash down from a half-court position, but took the second. She's really finding it quite difficult to penetrate the Korean girls' defense.
So 1-1 now then between these two girls. Shan Ping from China, Kim Yun-ja from South Korea.
It's given in.
Called in.
2.
And that's about as much protest you might get from any badminton player. Just a look at the line judge. She's perfectly clear that it was in. No, once again, Shan Ping not quite moving to where she should have done.
No, it's the deception of the Korean girl. Overhead, she is very deceptive, and she chops down the shuttlecock to either side of the net, and it's difficult, therefore, for the opponent to judge which side it's going to be placed to.
2-2.
Actually, Shan Ping's looking just a wee bit unsettled.
Yes, the Chinese players are quite expressionless, but they certainly do on occasions look as though they're not quite happy with themselves.
3-2.
And now Kim Yun-ja, the 22-year-old school teacher from Korea, moves into the lead in this second game at 3-2. And a very good shot, completely plummets Shan Ping.
Yeah, she made on as though she would play the net shot and had Shan Ping moving towards the front of the court before pushing it to the back. And it was just too late for any change of direction from the Chinese girl.
Oh, and she watched it all the way down, dropped in.
Service over.
Actually, the Chinese girl is suffering from the heat considerably. She's having to brush a few beads of sweat off her face to the side of the court.
I think she's probably trying to gain her composure. The climate in most parts of China where they practice is an awful lot warmer than here. But I think she's running out of ideas, working out what to do, because so far things are going just that little bit wrong.
Just over the baseline.
Service over. 4-2.
And that almost seemed to go through Kim Yun-ja's racket.
Service over.
Well anticipated. She started to move to the shuttle early, which is what it's all about, and I think she was 1 or 2 shots ahead of her opponent in her mind during that rally. It wasn't tit for tat. The Korean girl executed a superb cross-court net shot, but Shan Ping just couldn't emulate such a shot.
So 4-2 now to Kim Yun-ja from Korea. She took the first game, 11-6.
Service over.
Both girls just slowing down a little bit now, and Shan Ping there indicates to Richard Atwell from Staffordshire she may go off the court and just wipe herself down.
Jumping quickly. Thank you.
Not an awful lot of air in this building, and of course the girls give of their all. It is a pretty exhausting and perspiring game
Team
to
4.
play.
Play. Three, 4.
Well, certainly wiping down the face seems to have helped Xianping a bit. She now scored another point to make it 3-4. Just dropped the wrong side.
4
As far as
all.
Kim Yun-chon is concerned, and that's 4 all. So, can Xianping now perk up a little bit? She's not looking terribly happy. And here's her big chance with 4 of her senior players in China not here. She's made it to the final. Big moment for
Service
her
over.
to
4 all.
make her name in world and Chinese badminton. And I must admit, at the moment, Derek, she doesn't really look as though she's too enthusiastically chasing this title.
No, the game's a little bit scrappy. There are too many mistakes from both sides that are really quite unforced. And I'm looking to see whether one of the two players is going to inject a bit more pace and life into this game.
That was an excellent recovery from Kim Yun-chon. I
5,
didn't
4.
think Xianping could have got that over, but wasn't to be. So the Korean goes into the lead at, well, now 6-4.
6, 4.
That's out.
Service over.
Yes, again,
4,
the
6.
Korean girl scored 2 more points, had quite a mental lead on her opponent, and then played a very careless cross-court drop into the tram lines. Not a really difficult shot. And again, a mistake on the cross-court drop
5, 6.
from Yunya.
And although, Derek, there's some ugly talk of collusion amongst Chinese players so that they play for each other's partners, when you actually see 2 of the Far Eastern countries playing against each other, like Korea and China we got here, there's no love lost at all between them.
Oh no, that's very true. There's a great battle on as to which nation should be supreme out in the Far East, and there, of course, it is quite a big sport.
5.
It's well sponsored by the governments, and the players become national heroes if they are successful in the sport, and in many countries quite rich. So there's a lot at stake for those players out there, and I think that's why we're seeing the errors.
Well, that really did catch Kim Yun-chon flat-footed for a change. And Xianping
Service over.
gets the
5,
service.
6.
Can she get back onto equal terms? She dropped the first game, 6-11. She's now 5-6 down in the second. Oh, what a delightful shot from Kim Yun-chon.
Yes, there was a great net rally there. Both players playing tightly
Service
to the
over.
net, but it was the
6,
deception
5.
cross-court that really had the Chinese girl Xianping flat-footed.
Good smash. Xianping really is looking somewhat tired.
7, 5.
Oh, that's more like it. Suddenly, I don't know whether she heard us, but she's moved into another gear altogether for that point.
Yeah, she stepped up the pace of the rally, but quite an amazing get back from the
5,
Chinese,
7.
the Korean girl, but couldn't do it the second time.
So Xianping serving now, 5-7 down. And that's in.
6-7.
I think she slipped there slightly, Derek.
She did, but it was a
Service
great
over.
lift from the
7-6.
Korean girl. It right to the back of the court, round her head, and she stretched as far back as she could, but didn't quite make it.
Oh dear. How delicate can you get in badminton?
Well, exactly, and really they're very brave, these girls. They're both prepared
Service
to take
over.
each other on at the net,
6-7.
and it's nice to see such rallies. And really the supremacy is moving from one side to the other.
Xianping of China serving 6-7 down in the second game. Lost the first, 11-6. And another brilliant little delicate shot just over the net from the Chinese girl.
And that's what
7-4.
badminton's all about. You get delicate shots like that 1 minute, and then the next minute you get really severe hard smashes that are travelling 80, 100 miles an hour.
So the two girls on level terms in this second game at 7-all.
Service over. 7-all.
Kim Yun-ja hasn't dropped a single game so far in this tournament.
Quite a fantastic rally. Both net shots there were incredibly tight, and both players did very well to
Service
get them
over.
back. Here you see
7-all.
an incredibly tight shot by the Chinese girl, and yet somehow the Korean girl got the first one back, but couldn't reach the second return.
So Xianping serving, having won that last point. Kim Yun-ja got to it, but somehow knew she couldn't do anything with that one.
8.
Very cleverly
7.
placed, just above her racket. She could see it coming, but just couldn't reach it.
So Xianping goes into the lead. That's rather smashed that one back.
Service over.
Gave that point away.
8. No.
And she's saying to the umpire that the string has broken in her racket, so the Chinese girl is exchanging it. Meanwhile, her Korean opponent's taking the opportunity to have a little towel down.
Thank you, ladies. Seven, 8.
So Xianping armed with a new racket.
7-8.
And asking if she can just have a little test to see if it's in good working order.
7-8. Play.
Well, everything seems to be all right. So it's Kim Yun-ja now serving from behind. That's 7-8.
Again, a very well executed round the head cut
8-all.
half smash down to the backhand of Xianping, which seems to be the weakest area on court for her. It's given good.
9-8.
So Kim Yun-ja just 2 points away from this title. Oh, wonderful play from Xianping. It looked as though she'd almost been put out of position, but recovered well. Takes the point.
Service over.
It's an
8,
incredible
9.
cross-court shot there, and the Korean girl did very well to even get her racket to it.
So Xianping, 8-9, second game. Had lost the first, 11-6. Must win this one to stay alive, and that's out.
Service over, 9-8.
Just out.
Bit of a dangerous shot to play, too
10,
close to the line,
match point,
giving match
8.
point to Kim Yun-ya.
So the ladies singles title is now waiting for Kim Yun-ja if she can win this point. Oh, it was just over the line.
Service over, 8-10.
Now the Chinese girl, 8-10 and 1 game to love down. Ladies only play to 11.
Oh, brilliant net shot by the Chinese girl there. Quite deceptive.
Oh, how close can they go now? Oh, what a rally.
That is really net play at its very, very best. Despite the opponent standing right on top of them, they're still prepared to play to the net, which demands
9,
great
10.
control.
So Xian Ping just takes a bit of a breather, pulls her socks up, steadies herself. 9-10. Has a chance to get back in to this ladies singles title. Just too strong for her, that one. Kim Yun-ja now gets the service. Wants to change
Service
the
over,
shuttlecock.
10-9.
I think it was nerves from Jiang Ping there. She was well in position to take the smash. And really half-heartedly pushed it into the net.
10-9. Play.
So Kim Yun-ja serving once more for this ladies singles championship. And serves out, would you believe it? I don't think she can.
What a time for an error.
Service over.
Jiang Ping will be
9-10.
going on full guns to try and even the score at 10-all when the players will have the opportunity to set to 2 points.
Touches the net and she's done it. Now, will they set? Yes, the choice goes to Kim Yun-ja, first to reach 10, and she has decided she wants to set, which means they now play first to take 2 points. And it's in.
Well, what a lovely clear. It was well reached by the Chinese girl, right from a backhand side.
Game point, love.
Gives a game point.
So in this setting, just 2 points. Xian Ping has got the first, and of course is serving, so she now comes back to get game point. But this one goes out and it crosses once more.
Service over, love 1.
So Kim Yun-ja in the setting, love 1 down, but took the first game 11-6.
Really hard rally for both players there,
Match point all.
but it nevertheless gives Kim Yun-ya a match point.
She's serving. She has the chance now,
1-all.
having asked for the set. It's 1-all. She just needs 1 more point. Kim Yun-ja, South Korea. Oh, what a delightful shot from Jiang Ping. Really did deceive her opponent, and it has to be said that both girls are pretty exhausted now and just couldn't be quick enough on her feet to reach that one. So now the service goes to the Chinese girl, and she has the chance to take the game and level the score. But no.
She made a mistake there to retrieve straight back onto the racket of Yunya, whose chop shot down into her forehand was just too good.
Kim Yun-ja serving once more for this title. And there it is! She's got it! Kim Yun-ja, the 22-year-old school teacher from South Korea, in her first ever final here at Wembley, has beaten Zhang Ping of China 11-6, and in the end 12-11 with the setting points added. Tremendous performance by the first of the Koreans to enter the finals. What to do with a trophy such as this? Tremendous performance by the